Now Ahab had 70 sons in Samaria. And so Jehu wrote letters, and he sent to Samaria, to the nobles of the city, and to those greater by birth, and to those who had raised Ahab's sons, saying, Immediately when you receive these letters, you who have your lord's sons, and chariots, and horses, and reinforced cities, and weapons, choose him who is better and who pleases you from among the sons of your lord, and set him on the throne of his father, and fight for the house of your lord. But they were vehemently afraid, and they said, Behold, 2 kings were not able to stand before him. So how will we be able to withstand him? Therefore, those who were in charge of the house, and the prefects of the city, and those greater by birth, and those who raised the sons, sent to Jehu, saying, We are your servants. Whatever you will order, we will do. But we will not appoint a king for ourselves. Do whatever pleases you. Then he again wrote letters to them a second time, saying, If you are mine, and if you obey me, take the heads of the sons of your lord, and come to me at Jezreel at this same hour tomorrow. Now the sons of the king, being 70 men, were being raised with the nobles of the city. And when the letters had arrived to them, they took the sons of the king, and they killed the 70 men. And they placed their heads in baskets, and they sent these to him at Jezreel. Then a messenger arrived and reported to him, saying, They have brought the heads of the king's sons. And he responded, Place them in 2 piles, beside the entrance of the gate, until morning. And when it had become light, he went out. And standing there, he said to all the people, You are just. If I have conspired against my lord, and if I have killed him, who has struck down all of these? Now therefore, see that none of the words of the Lord has fallen to the ground, which the Lord spoke over the house of Ahab, and that the Lord has done what he spoke by the hand of his servant Elijah. And so, Jehu struck down all who had remained from the house of Ahab in Jezreel, and all his nobles and friends and priests, until no remnant of them was left behind. And he rose up and went to Samaria. And when he had arrived at the shepherd's cabin along the way, he found the brothers of Ahaziah, the king of Judah, and he said to them, Who are you? And they responded, We are the brothers of Ahaziah, and we are going down to greet the sons of the king, and the sons of the queen. And he said, Take them alive. And when they had taken them alive, they cut their throats at the cistern beside the cabin, 42 men. And he did not leave any of them behind. And when he had gone away from there, he found Jehonadab, the son of Rechab, coming to meet him, and he blessed him. And he said to him, Is your heart upright, just as my heart is with your heart? And Jehonadab said, It is. Then he said, If it is, then give me your hand. He gave his hand to him. And so he lifted him up to himself in the chariot. And he said to him, Come with me, and see my zeal for the Lord. And he gave him a place in his chariot. And he led him into Samaria. And he struck down all who were left behind of Ahab in Samaria, even to the last one, in accord with the word of the Lord, which he spoke through Elijah. Then Jehu gathered together the entire people. And he said to them, Ahab worshipped Baal a little, but I will worship him even more. Now therefore, summon to me all the prophets of Baal, and all his servants, and all his priests. Let no one be permitted not to come, for great is the sacrifice from me to Baal. Whoever will fail to come, he shall not live. Now Jehu was doing this treacherously, so that he might destroy the worshippers of Baal. And he said, Sanctify a day of solemnity for Baal. And he summoned, and sent into all the borders of Israel. And all the servants of Baal came. There was left behind not even one who did not arrive. And they entered into the temple of Baal. And the house of Baal was filled, all the way from end to end. And he said to those who were over the vestments, Bring forth vestments for all the servants of Baal. And they brought forth vestments for them. And Jehu, upon entering the temple of Baal with Jehonadab, the son of Rechab, said to the worshippers of Baal, Inquire and see that there is no one with you from the servants of the Lord, but only from the servants of Baal. Then they entered, so that they might offer victims and holocausts. But Jehu had prepared for himself 80 men outside. And he had said to them, If anyone escapes from among these men, whom I have led into your hands, your life will take the place of his life. Then it happened that, when the holocaust had been completed, Jehu ordered his soldiers and officers, saying, Enter and strike them down. Let no one escape. And the soldiers and officers struck them down with the edge of the sword, and they cast them out. And they went into the city of the temple of Baal. And they took away the statue from the shrine of Baal, and they burned it up. And crushed it. They also tore down the temple of Baal, and they made it into a latrine, even to this day. And thus did Jehu wipe away Baal from Israel. Yet truly, he did not turn away from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who caused Israel to sin. Neither did he forsake the golden calves, which were in Bethel and Dan. Then the Lord said to Jehu, Since you have diligently carried out what was right and pleasing in my eyes, and since you have accomplished, against the house of Ahab, all that was in my heart, your sons shall sit upon the throne of Israel, even to the 4th generation. But Jehu did not take care, so that he might walk in the law of the Lord, the God of Israel, with all his heart. For he did not withdraw from the sins of Jeroboam, who had caused Israel to sin. In those days, the Lord began to be weary of Israel. And Hazael struck them throughout all the parts of Israel. From the Jordan opposite the eastern region, in all the land of Gilead, and Gad, and Reuben, and Manasseh, from Aroer, which is above the torrent Arnon, in both Gilead and Bashan. But the rest of the words of Jehu, and all that he did, and his strength, have these not been written in the book of the words of the days of the kings of Israel? And Jehu slept with his fathers, and they buried him in Samaria. And Jehoahaz, his son, reigned in his place. Now the days during which Jehu reigned over Israel, in Samaria, were 28 years.